The Chicago Bears have always been a team full of surprises, especially when it comes to trade season. From Ryan Pace's unpredictable moves to the current regime under Ryan Poles, the Bears have often flirted with chaos, but a recent trade proposal out of Bleacher Report has taken things to a whole new level. This idea? Wild, unpredictable, and it might even feel like something Pace would have done. And honestly, it's a fun one. In this scenario, the Bears are set to land a massive defensive upgrade by trading for one of the league's most well-known cornerbacks, Jalen Ramsey. Now, picture this. The Dolphins get cornerback Greg Newsome II, the Bears get Jalen Ramsey, and the Browns walk away with offensive tackle Braxton Jones. But before you scoff and think, no way, hear me out. This trade proposal isn't as crazy as it sounds. The Bears need a shutdown corner to pair with Jalen Johnson, and Ramsey would fill that role beautifully. With the additions of Grady Jarrett and Dayo Odeyingbo to the defensive front this offseason, this trade could give the Bears a formidable defense. Throw in a secondary featuring Ramsey, Johnson, and Kyler Gordon, and suddenly, the Bears' defense becomes something you really don't want to face. But let's not rush past the trade itself. The Dolphins are looking for a new piece in their secondary, and Greg Newsome II could be the perfect guy to plug into their defense. Meanwhile, the Bears, after a promising draft and free agent signings, are on the brink of turning things around. Getting Ramsey would add another layer to their defense and push them into the conversation of being a true contender in the NFC. The front seven looks solid, and with a high-caliber corner like Ramsey, that defensive unit could be downright scary. Now, let's take a step back for a second and think about the cost of this deal. On the surface, trading a young, potential-filled left tackle like Braxton Jones for a player over 30, like Ramsey, might seem a bit out of left field. Is it worth it? That's a tough question, especially considering the premium placed on offensive line play. The Bears have invested heavily in the offensive line this offseason, with the addition of second-round pick Ozzie Trapilo from Boston College. Trapilo could potentially claim the left tackle spot, which would then make Braxton Jones expendable. But here's the catch. It's a fun idea, and sometimes that's enough to get us talking. Sure, the financials are a bit concerning, and yes, Ramsey is no longer in his prime, but this trade could still make sense for the Bears in the long run. If Chicago's defense is going to take the next step, adding a player like Ramsey, a former All-Pro cornerback, is a move you can't overlook. The chance to have a secondary that features Ramsey alongside Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon is electrifying. That's a trio that could take on anyone in the NFC. At this point, we've got to admit, the trade's not likely, but it's fun to dream. It's a Ryan Pace type of move. A little chaotic, perhaps a bit irresponsible, but fun as hell to think about. A defense with Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Johnson, and Kyler Gordon could change the course of the Bears' season. They've had some really solid offseason moves, and if they could add Ramsey to the fold, they'd instantly boost their standing in the NFC. Sure, we could argue about the financial ramifications. Ramsey's price tag is hefty, and the Bears might not be willing to sacrifice a key piece of their offensive line to make this trade happen. But here's the thing, life is short. Sometimes we need to embrace the chaos and just have fun with these hypothetical trades. The Bears are on the verge of being competitive again, and this trade could be the kind of bold, statement move that makes people take notice. One thing's for sure. The thought of Jalen Ramsey in a Bears uniform is enough to spark excitement. If this trade were to actually go down, it'd be a seismic shift in the NFC. The Bears would suddenly have a defense that could compete with the best of them. And let's not forget the magic of a trade that catches us all by surprise. It's the kind of move that reminds us why we love the NFL, because you never know when the next big thing is going to come around. And honestly, who wouldn't want to see Jalen Ramsey joining forces with Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon? So, what do you think? Should the Bears go all in and make this move? Is trading for a player like Jalen Ramsey worth it, even if it costs them a promising left tackle? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this trade idea, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more wild trade proposals and in-depth analysis. You won't want to miss what we've got coming next, because in the NFL, anything can happen.